I thought I was turning my life around for the better. This is not the life that I wanted. It's been 6 months since I broke up with my ex. I thought he was the love of my life. That was until I walked in on him banging my best friend. It turns out they've been dating after I introduced them on my birthday, which was 3 months since we had started dating. I can't believe I spent a total of 18 months with that jerk. I decided it was time to move on. I figured the best place to pick up someone was the bar. I am not looking for anything long-term. I just need a good rebound. I went to a local bar that's just a few blocks from my apartment. Maybe I'll get lucky there. I sat down at the bar next to this chick. She was so wasted. As I sat, she ran to the bathroom to throw up. As she left, I noticed a guy was sitting on the other side of her. He's the hottest person I have ever seen. He had an olive tone to his skin, long dark hair. This guy looked like he worked out a ton. He was well built. He also had a sleeve of tattoos. I don't know why, but I just love a guy with tattoos. He glanced over at me and asked what I had been drinking. I told him whiskey on the rocks. He seemed impressed. I guess he expected me to want some girly drink. I let him buy it as I scooted over to sit closer to him. "Hey, I'm Ashton." He looked me over, checking me out for a few seconds and said, "Liam, nice to meet you. Are you new here? I don't recall seeing you before." "Yeah, I moved here 6 months ago. I actually live a few blocks down, but I have never come in here until now." "Well, what made you decide to come here now?" he asked. "Oh, I just wanted a fun night out." "Well, I think we can make that happen," he said with a sly grin. We talked for a long time. Most of it was us flirting back and forth. He bought me a few more drinks. I started to notice that it was getting late. I told Liam that I needed to head back home. He said that he'll walk me back. I was kinda drunk and figured I could use the help, so I let him. Once we got to my apartment, I offered for him to come in. After all, I said I wanted to have fun, and I needed to rebound. He seemed like a pretty good choice. What could possibly happen? I had some beer in the fridge, so we opened some up to keep the buzz going. I got up to go to the bathroom. All the drinks had finally caught up to me. Once I got back, I started to drink my beer. It tasted slightly off, but I didn't think anything of it. I was just wondering how I would get this gorgeous man from my living room to my bedroom. Before I knew it, I felt groggy. Liam asked me if I was feeling okay. I wasn't sure, but before I could answer I passed out. I woke up with my head pounding, and my mouth was all dry. I tried to sit up and find some water when I realized I couldn't move. I lifted my head and saw that I had been strapped to a bed. My clothes looked different too. I'm now wearing a sexy blue nightgown instead of my ripped jeans and crop top I had on earlier. I tried to get free, but as I started to struggle Liam walked in. He seemed disappointed that I was trying to escape. "Ashton, Ashton, Ashton. I was hoping you wouldn't make this too difficult. Do you know why you're here?" I shook my head. "You're here to have fun," he said. I just looked at him all confused. He sighed. "You're much prettier than Alice. It would be a shame to ruin someone as beautiful as you." I didn't move, or even blink as he was talking to me. I was worried that if I did anything, he may try to hurt me. He seemed like a cute harmless guy. Clearly, I misjudged him. Who knows what else he might do? I'm tired of people leaving me. My parents left me, my friends left me, even my girlfriend. I thought I could get Alice to stay. We were happy. But then she decided that I wasn't good enough. "You're too controlling," she said. "Liam, you're hurting me," she said. I only did what I had to do, so that she could learn. I'm what's important. I know best. Why wouldn't she do what I wanted? He screamed the last part, which startled me. I didn't like where this was going. But you know better, he continued. You're not Alice. You'll listen to me. You'll do what I say. This time, things will go the way I want them to, right Ashton? You'll stay with me and do what I want, right? I was scared. I knew I should have played along. Things would have gone smoother. But I felt horrible from being drugged. He seemed insane. I just started crying and kept saying I wanted to go home. Liam left the room after I started to cry. He came back with a knife. He came closer to me, slowly walking up and then knelt down to my face. You want to go home? He said in a gentle voice. I whimpered yes. I was hoping he came to his senses and was going to cut off the ropes he had me tied up with. You are never leaving here. You're mine now. You will stay and do as I please, we will have fun, and you will be happy. Your life belongs to me now. He screamed in my face and then slashed my arms. I started to scream. I tried to fight it, but he just moved to my legs and started to slowly cut my thighs. He just kept cutting and cutting, until I had so many slashes in them that all I could see was red. It's okay. It'll all be okay now. Would you like it to stop? I was still crying. But I was able to choke out the answer yes through all the tears and pain. Then you will do as I say. I just nodded. He left and came back with a medkit. He wrapped up my arms and thighs. When he was gone getting the kit, I was able to see my surroundings better. It looked like I was in some basement that had been soundproofed. So, I guess no one had heard my screaming from earlier. As he was bandaging me up, I realized that this is my life now. Liam always had me tied up in some sort of way. I was either tied to the bed or had handcuffs on my hands and or feet. Anytime I tried to escape he would whip me, or cut me, or strap me down to the bed and leave me there for days. He makes me cook and clean for him. He forces me to have sex with him. He even has a stew movie and game nights. I think he does it so that it will feel like we're actually boyfriend and girlfriend. Too bad it doesn't work. He claims to be in love with me. He thinks we're always having a good time. But I'm always scared. I'm scared I'll do something wrong, and he'll punish me. He thinks I'm his girlfriend, but I know that I'm really just his slave. I don't know where he has me. All I know is that I'm stuck here. My ex and my best friend won't come looking for me. I had cut off all contact with them and even moved states after the breakup happened. My parents won't come looking for me. They caught me doing drugs in high school. The second I turned 18, they had kicked me out and said they no longer want to have anything to do with me. If I wanted to do drugs and throw away my life, I can do it now that I'm no longer their problem. I had just now started to clean up my life. This was just supposed to be a rebound. It was to get out there and figure out what I'm doing with my life. It was supposed to be fun and exciting. Things were supposed to finally go well for me. Now I'm stuck here, enslaved, with no one out there looking for me.